Good evening, dobry večer. I'm Philippe Blаншар, former IOC director, International Olympic Committee, and I'm currently the CEO and founder of Futurous, the Games of the Future.
So, Philippe, tell some words about your company. Why are you in Russia now?
I am in Russia for several reasons. First of all, because Russia has always proved to be a very strong sport country, and also because we want to work on the liaison between sport and technology. It was very important for us to invent a new type of games, the Olympics of the future. And there has been some discussions with the Russian government and Russian companies, and that's why I was happy to be here.
The political situation between Russia and the other world, is it cause big problems maybe for you, for your company, for your future plans?
We are working on the geopolitics side because we think that sport can be a convening power for different countries, different cultures to work together. So I don't see geopolitics as a negative element. On the contrary, they are positive elements because it's the opportunity for the different countries to find a middle ground, a place where they talk about the future of sport, the future of technology, and what is good for the communities. So I don't see it as a negative element only.
You work not only in Russia, yes? What are the countries?
So we have been working with the Middle East. I have currently one company in Dubai. We are working with Saudi Arabia, Russia, France, Singapore, and we have found different governments who understood the power of sport and are trying to go beyond the geopolitical discussions to ensure there could be collaboration and cooperation around sport and technology.
If you compare Russia with those countries, how do you estimate the potential of Russian market, sports market?
It's huge. It's huge because there is a competitive spirit. In terms of classical sports, Russia is excellent. In terms of esports, several companies have been investing heavily in esports. Alisher Osmanov himself has decided, even though he's the president of the Fencing Federation, he has decided to invest and to support esports. So for me, all the stars are aligned to make Russia an incredible country in terms of sport and technology.
What do you think when Russia would receive a real big tournament to organize in our country, such were Olympic Games in Sochi or World Cup, Football World Cup 1980?
I hope the next big events will be the Futurous Games with the Russian government and different territories in Russia. But you have also in 2023 the Universiade. But what is more important is to understand that the sport industry is changing very, very fast. And so far, very few countries have understood that the sport industry and the sport ecosystem needs to be changed. And Russia has been the first country to understand things could be done differently in terms of bringing classical sports with para-sports, bringing men and women in the same team, competing about men and women. And these are the principles that we have set in Futurous. We want to have team-based competitions. In the same team, men and women. In the same team, males and females, in the same teams, athletes and para-athletes, and also in the same team, robots and humans. Not robots competing with humans, but robots and humans cooperating against other teams.
Are you a big sports fan? What are your favorite sports, maybe?
So, I used to be a swimmer, a very bad swimmer, and I played water polo, but I love sports, and the sports I love are definitely swimming, volleyball. I'm very impressed by volleyball. Alpine skiing is also something interesting for me.
Maybe you know Russian swimmers, famous Salnikov maybe?
Okay, so let me tell you a personal anecdote. When I started working for the IOC, I was invited to the Athletes Commission. And I was sitting between Sergei Bubke and Alexander Popov. And Bubke asked me in English what was my sport. And I used to be a swimmer, and I looked at Popov and I said, nothing special.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. До свидания.